You're so lucky, Sam. You met Grace, and you got married, and you have a wonderful life and a wonderful family. And I have had to endure that monster. There's no love between Julian and me. There's nothing between us. I have to find Sam. No.
Grace! Oh my God! Eve! Somebody, nurse!
Oh, God, Grace.
No. Is she gonna be right? The baby?
Get a prenatal specialist on standby. Get me a blanket. Let's get her up.
I guess she came up from behind us. Ivy and I didn't see her.
Why not? What the hell were you two doing?
I was comforting Ivy. Will she be all right? What about the baby?
I have to get Grace stabilized first.
Eve, what about the baby? Oh, dear God. Please tell me the baby will be all right. Will Grace and the baby be all right?
Come on, let's get her back to the cubicle where we can get her stabilized.
Eve, don't keep me hanging here. Is Grace and the baby going to be all right?
I'm going to do everything that I can, Sam.
That's not a straight answer.
It's the only answer I have for you now. Let me get her leg.
Easy.
Okay, I'm up.
Grace, I love you so much. You're going to be all right, huh? You and our baby.
Baby.
Eve, what's happening?
Reconnect our heart monitor and IV. Set up the fetal monitor as well.
Fetal?
I will talk to you as soon as I know something more definite. Please.
Eve.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I'm going to tell you something. If anything happens to Grace and our baby, it's on your head. Do you hear me? I will hold you responsible. If anything happens to Grace or my baby, I swear.
Sam, don't waste your time with this. Grace and your baby what matters now.
PC, you check on Grace while I finish up here.
Sorry about Grace. I never meant for her to see us together. I was just trying to explain to you what it was like for me so you would understand why I did what I did for Ethan.
Haven't you caused enough pain and suffering? Huh? Go home.
Julian and Ethan hate me.
Well, can you blame them?
No, but please, Sam, please don't turn your back on me. No, I need some help.
My wife and unborn child are in serious jeopardy. And the only thing you can think about is what you want, what you need.
Sam, I'm so sorry about Grace. I never meant to hurt her. I never meant to hurt anyone.
It doesn't matter. People's lives have been ruined thanks to what you did. Now that's the bottom line. So why don't you just get the hell out of here and never come near my family again?
What about Ethan? He's your family, too. Or don't you ever want to see your son again?
Ethan may be my son, but it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. Ethan was conceived in love.
So was the baby Grace is carrying now. That's what I have to focus on. Put first. Grace and the baby, not Ethan.
I cannot believe you would deny your own son, especially now that Ethan is in such dire straits.
I know he was hurt by what happened, and so were you. And I'm sorry you suffered all those years for Ethan's sake, but let's face it. He was raised by Julian and Alistair. Ethan may be my son biologically, but for all intents and purposes, he is a Crane through and through.
all that could change now that Ethan knows the truth.
Why should it? Ethan has nothing but contempt for me. I mean, he thinks of me as Harmony's incompetent police chief.
But you used to get along. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
if you
sorry.
just made the effort.
I'm sorry. But it's too late. You know, maybe if you'd been honest with me years ago, been honest with Ethan, maybe we could have forged some kind of relationship. But now?
I couldn't admit the truth.
You could have told the truth, but you chose not to. You chose not to tell me that I had a son.
Our son.
You know, I never thought in a million years that I would agree with Julian on anything. But something he said tonight rang true to me. As much as you talk about what a horrible life you've had, like how you were the victim in all this for Ethan's sake, I don't buy it. You weren't the victim, Ivy. Julian, Ethan, and I were the victims of your deceit. You hurt us with your lies. And now you try to guilt me into thinking of Ethan as my son? I'm sorry. It's not going to work.
You don't mean...
Oh, yes, I do. You ruined any chance of me and Ethan having a relationship years ago when you started your grand deception. Ethan will never think of me as his father. Just like I will never think of him as my son. Ethan was my son. I could have...
What? What, Sam? What would you have done?
I would have moved heaven and earth to get to him. To get to you. I'd have been a father to our son.
I'm sorry, Sam. I wanted to be a family with you and Ethan more than anything in this world. But I was under such pressure from my father to be a dutiful wife to Julian. I was virtually a prisoner to the
Look, don't give me that, all right? You were a grown woman. You could have left Julian, but you chose not to. You didn't want to get out of your marriage. You wanted to get even. You were angry at your father and Alistair for making you think Julian married you out of love. And you wanted to get revenge. And what better way than to raise an heir to the Crane Empire who didn't have one drop of Crane blood in his body?
No.
Yes. You put your needs ahead of Ethan's, ahead of mine. You kept us both in the dark so you could have the last laugh. Only it didn't happen like that, did it? No. It didn't happen that way at all. Because you spent years plotting and scheming, biding your time, when you could finally get that moment to pay back the Cranes. Well, guess what? It was all for nothing. Instead of us raising a family together, raising our son together, you threw it all away for the chance to say, gotcha. Now, how stupid is that? How selfish and how sad. We could have been a family, Ivy. You, me, and Ethan. I could have been a father to our son.
What have I done?
You let hate fill your heart instead of love. And now you're paying the price. Hell, we all are.
It doesn't have to be that way, Sam. We could still be a family, you and me, Ethan.
No. Because I already have what you threw away. Grace, Noah, Kay, Jessica, Charity, and my unborn baby. They are my family now, and you mean nothing to me. It's true. Ethan, he hates me. And he always will.
Ethan doesn't hate you, Sam.
Where have you been, Ivy? Kid despises me.
Ethan doesn't know you. Not the real you. If the two of you could just spend some time together, I'd find a common ground, you know, baseball. Remember the time the two of you talked sports in the hospital?
Yeah. But that was before he went against me.
Sam, please. Don't deny Ethan his father just because his mother made a horrible mistake.
TC, what's happening? Eve! Eve! Grace and the baby. They're gonna be all right? Eve. God, please, tell me. Grace and the baby, they're gonna be all right.